Grand Rising. Grand Rising family. Grand Rising. First and foremost, I'm sending you so much love and so much positivity. So if there... God damn it! Bitch. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Grand Rising family. Grand Rising. I come with a very important message. Let those with spiritual ears hear. May it resonate. First and foremost, I come with nothing but positive, light, energy, love, healing vibrations I send to you. Okay, and I'm going to do it like this because I need to run it down real quick. All right? I need to run it down. Not because it's a moment of I was right, but because I need y'all to hear me. And I need to bring it together for you. I'm going to bring it all together for you. I came to you guys last May of 2022. It'll be a year in 2 months. Awesome. I said there's something going on. I'm a seer, okay? I've been seeing my entire life. But I have never seen nothing like this before. The number of spirits that were coming to me. I saw souls shooting up out of my ground, my backyard. Unless that used to be a cemetery at one point, that doesn't make sense to me. I saw extraterrestrials for the first time. I can't tell you if I believe if they ever existed. It never really crossed my mind. I was never big on ETs. I have seen what I thought were UFOs. But once again, never thought much about ETs. I did not know about interdimensional. When I tell you, you guys, I am the real deal. Please take heed. No previous knowledge. I was ignorant. I can't stress that. No previous knowledge. I didn't know what an interdimensional light being, a being. I know a human being, so it's not human, but it's a being. And it was made out of light. So I put the two together, you guys. And I called it light beings, okay? I did not know it existed. There was a such thing. Yes, I've seen many things in my life. My God, I got a good 5 books in me. And be a #1 seller. But what I have experienced since November of 2020 has put the icing and the cherry on the cake. The fact that my boys were able to see what I was seeing was mind-blowing. You know, it's one thing that you have gift sight. You can see through the dark, you know. You can see the things that lurk in the shadows. You can hear the voices in other dimensions and stuff, you know what I mean? The upside down world. What my mother always referred to, the spiritual realm. That is what I was used to. You know, I was the psychic one in the family. When you are psychic, that means you're the one that stands out in the crowd. That you're the one that is going to notice not the code draft, but the spirit that caused the code draft. Because the other people in the room they all noticed that the temperature changed. But you see the entity, the being that is standing there that's causing the code draft. That's what I was used to, being that one. When my boys was saying, no, Mom, we see it too, and could describe it to me, that was a game changer. It flipped my mind inside out, upside down, turned it all around. I literally lost my mind. But that's how I found myself. That's how I escaped the Matrix. Because everything you thought you knew, everything you thought you knew, everything you had been told, throw that shit out. Throw it out. It's garbage. It's not even real. It was just to comfort you. It actually was to manipulate you and control you, actually. So, the shit started. It began. And more came. And it just rocked me. in places that I didn't think could rock. But the beautiful thing, thank God that I am who I am, that I wasn't a dark one. I wasn't one of those hateful people in the world. Thank God that I am a true, authentic light worker. Because I had nothing but beautiful, loving, healing beings coming to me. Okay? Once the anxiety began to settle, I could hear them. See, when anxiety got up, the racing thoughts and the anxiety, that's energy, baby. There's channels here. There's channels. That's what they use to communicate with you. When that anxiety, not fear, is talking, it's loud. It blocks those channels. They can't communicate. So I had to go through some dark times, some lonely times. And while I went through those times, I noticed a change in my neighbor. He went from being very nice and caring to just evil, hateful, couldn't make eye contact with me. One of the guardians told me, before that came about, there were some beings coming. She said there is a dark race of a dark force that was headed towards Earth, a race of beings, okay, that were nothing like we've ever dealt with before. They are highly intelligent and extremely aggressive, and that I needed to light my light. I had no idea what she meant by that at that time. I had no idea. Fast forward, I started seeing changes immediately. Like, right after that was said, did not connect the dots yet. There were beings coming, and they're going to try to influence you. They're negative. They are low vibrational. And once they attach to you, oh my God, you're going to experience a permanent dark night of the soul. All of a sudden, after I noticed the changes, I started seeing what I felt were darker beings piling up in his yard. Mind you, my anxiety, my fear is to the roof. Already, because of these extraterrestrials contacting me. I don't know about no ET. The fuck? This ain't a spirit. This ain't a demon. They were not demons, y'all. Stop that shit. I know what demons look like. I know what they feel like. I get headaches. I feel sick to my stomach. They're symptoms to demons. I feel them. These were not demons. And it was not no damn hologram. Stop. Some of them healed me. The hell? Yeah, physically healed my body, yes. The anxiety was there, though. The anxiety was there. I don't care, man. You can stand in the presence of the Most High. You are going. Isis could step up in the room. Isis came to me, y'all, during a meditation. I transcended. I astral projected. Never did it before. She called me to her. I didn't know who Isis was. I ain't studied no Egypt, no pyramid, none of that stuff. When I tell y'all I was ignorant prior to these experiences, please believe me. 7th grade education, please believe me. Ignorant to it. I mean, I ain't dumb, but you know what I'm saying? I've never learned it. I never learned it. It's real, y'all. I can't stress it anymore. Not in my world. It is really happening. And y'all don't have to believe me. For the new ones. And for the ones that are still, When y'all start seeing the shit, when you start seeing what I'm getting ready to start predicting, because they didn't show me some stuff, they didn't told me some things, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to give it to y'all. I'm going to let y'all have it. And when y'all see, like, how did she know this? Because I want y'all to search that internet real good. And I want you to remember the date that I released these videos. Because I didn't get my information from nobody on this planet. Please know that. I don't read no textbooks. I'm not following no teachers. Because a lot of them are talking from ego. And this is not an ego journey. You understand what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying. When those beings came, my anxiety I was scared. That's not what I was just experiencing. This ain't the ones that I was looking at. These don't look too pretty. Not just the look, forget the look, because even the nice ones, there's weird looking. Some of them are very bad. Oh, Jesus, I done seen eyeballs go all the way around, man. I done seen some shit. I done seen some things, y'all, that just, I can't go back to normal. My life is forever changed. I'm going to rock this all the way out. We going to rock it on out. Go on and use me. Go on and use me. Do what I'm the messenger now. Because I can never go back. I am 5D, y'all. I can't go back. There's no going back. When you were where I went, where they took me, you can't come back from that. You just can't, bro. You can't. It's not enough weed in the world. I can't go back. But I feel awesome. And as long as I don't fight it and I don't take in with all these like people that are lacking the knowledge and the experience, they're going off of conspiracy theories. They're listening to their anxiety-filled minds. And they're trying to tell me what the fuck I experienced. They're trying to tell me what me and my kids didn't went through. Like, there's many races here. There's a lot of fucking things in this universe. Thousands, man, millions. Come on. How you gonna tell me what I'm experiencing? There's no going back, y'all. You know, they were saying things to me that I had never heard. Like, Earth is transcending. Okay? What the fuck is transcending? Oh, I know what it means today, but I would come out from my room and tell my son, like, you know, I've always heard spirits talking and whispering. It's nothing new. I've always heard voices, you know. But this sounds different. There's 3 of them. One sounds feminine, like a woman. The other one sounds like a man. And then there's the third one that sounds robotic. And he was just listening to me, and I would cry. And I'm like, I'm not schizophrenic, I swear to God. Like, you guys, you have no idea. I thought I was losing my mind in the beginning. Oh, I did. I did lose my mind. I keep forgetting. I lost my mind. I lost it. It's gone. That shit got thrown away. It's gone. But I didn't want him to look at me like I was suffering some type of middle age crisis. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't want that. And he was just like, wait a minute. You know, my son is very smart. Both of them are. I make sure they're going to stay in school and graduate. I didn't. Okay? So I want them to get their education. That is like so important to me. Even though some of the shit they're teaching, but still. Because like me, like I had to expand my vocabulary. Like I felt so dumb and ignorant. Like, it's more than just a spirit out there. Like, you understand what I'm saying? My mom put me in a box at a young age, and she knew I was gifted. She knew I was gifted. You guys, my son is the one that started breaking shit down to me. And he was like, Mom, you're describing ISIS and Ra. And I was like, okay, well, I did a meditation, and for somehow I ended up at a pyramid, and there was like a snake looking thing on the tip of the pyramid, and this cloud brought me over to it, and all of a sudden the snake, it was like, you know, twisting, doing all that shit, and then it straightened out. And I mean, like a still like metal, and the cloud brought me over. Like, I'm laying on my stomach hanging over looking, because I was riding on this cloud. It was part of a meditation thing. And all of a sudden, it lines me up with it, and it goes through, it lowers me down. The thing goes through my left eye. Y'all, I don't know about Ra. None of that. I didn't know about none of that, y'all. None of it. Promise. Right hand. And I'm freaking. Oh, I felt pressure. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I felt pressure. You a lie. You do too feel stuff. Look, I was like, I thought I was gonna die. So much pressure. It felt like shit was about to blow out the back of my head. And right when I was like probably going to pass out or something, I was inside of it. And only with this eye I could see. I couldn't see out of that eye. Because the thing went through that, went in that eye. Inside the pyramid, the walls, it was gold. I saw gold. I think what I saw is what the pyramids looked like a long time ago. I believe in all my heart. That's what I saw. It was big too, you guys. And I came in at the corner. You know how it slants? It goes down like that. I was way over here. I came in, even though that thing was right in the middle, that snake thing. I came. Like, who the fuck is out here? Okay. I came in all the way over here. I land on my feet. I start to walk. At first I was scared. I'm like, what the fuck? Because some shit just went through my eye. That was serious, man. I felt the pressure. Y'all, I felt a lot of pressure in that eyeball. I take a couple steps. I remember looking down at the floor. I think lapis. It was beautiful blue. It, like, the stones, like, that wasn't no shit that we put on our floors, you know what I mean? Like, I think I saw some green. I know I saw blues. Lapis. I think it was lapis. Anyways, and the walls were gold. So I started moving, towards the middle. And you couldn't see the center of it yet. Nope. When I got to the middle, come on, y'all. I swear to God, for me to notice, come on, I had to be there. When I got to, like, towards the middle, the back wall, you had to get to the middle to be able to see that back wall. Once you got to the middle, the back wall, it was like a step up. Yep, because it was a throne sitting up there, baby. 1, 2, 3. I believe it was 3, like, wide steps, not high, but wide, that you went up. And then right there, it was a throne, like the chair or whatever. And there she was, this woman. I didn't know who she was. She was my complexion, maybe a little bit darker. She had, I will never forget, this headdress is what they call it. But I called it a fan. Shit. I'm old school. I learned from at home. Look, my mom homeschooled me too. But I'm a smart learner, you guys. So if I learn something, I learn it. You know what I mean? It looked like, them church fans that we used to use at church. Or no, matter of fact, the Chinese ones. The ones you do like that. That is the one that I saw. It sat, like, right here where my ponytail was at. That's where it was at. And I believe this part, I saw something, like, hanging. I want to say it was braids, but I don't think them was braids. She had, like, a headdress thing on that, like, hung down. It could have been braids. I don't know. But I know I will never forget that head fan. That fan thing she had there. Because my favorite color my whole life has been teal. Turquoise, teal, sea blue. Man, there's been symbols in my life, y'all. Man, I've been connected all this time and didn't even know it. I've always drawn a big tree. When I saw the symbol of the tree of life, I just cried and cried. Because I've been drawing that tree since I was 7 years old. Just certain, the upside down pyramid in the box, the circle, I've been drawing that too, them patterns for years since I was a little kid. I would just scribble it in my notebooks. Didn't know what the hell I was drawing. I didn't realize that I was drawing this shit. So many other symbols, but back to Isis. So she stood up. Oh, let me tell you what she was wearing. Skin tight. This dress was fitted. Oh my God. And it went all the way down, to like the ankles or whatever. And to me, it was gold. It was the color of gold. To me, it looked like shavings of gold. Nah, that didn't look like no cheap shit here that we be putting together, disco night. No, that looked like shavings of gold. That dress was made out of gold, y'all. Look, was it stretchy? I have no idea. It looked fitted. So She was beautiful. There was no cat head or any of that shit that, once I finally look it up and stuff, she looked at human, beautiful. She stood up from the throne, the chair, and like came on the side of that chair and looked at me. And baby, her eyes did not light up, none of that shit. She looked at human. The power that radiated off of her. I felt fear. I felt so much fear. I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know about no pyramid and Isis. I was ignorant to that at that time. So when I tell you this fear, this power, it was legitimate. It was really there. It was really there. It wasn't like, oh my God, I'm inside a pyramid. This lady is standing here looking at me. No. It was her essence. It was who she was. And that dumb ass meditation, I wish I'd have found a better one, but she called for me. That lady, Isis, called for me, y'all. The lady that was doing the damn meditation, she ended it. She was like, okay, now you guys are coming back. Basically, that's what happened, because she didn't get this. Man, listen, I just need another 20 minutes. All I know is I started to go back up. Like, what? Oh, God. The fucking thing had to come out of my eye, you guys. I felt that shit, man. When I tell you, it was a screeching pain. Like, whoa. Just thinking about it, it was like, ooh, pressure. I mean, that was too vivid. It was too much for me. It come all the way out my eye. The cloud begins to back up, and like we traveled, that cloud went far to get there. I remember going over like just the cities and seeing the city lights and the desert, little parts of desert, but then we hit the water. And I remember thinking, damn, how much more of this water? I didn't care to ride over the water that long like that. I want to see some country hills or something. Can I see some woods, or can we go back to Las Vegas where the lights is at? Why is we still over the water? I was traveling to Egypt. Man, y'all, I got story on top of story. The experiences I've had, the places they've taken me. Now that was astral projection. That was, my son said I ascended. I did a meditation for that. And I was in 2015. She called for me. And it did like kind of open up some stuff, but I was still scared when my son, so I did is I Googled, what does an eye in a pyramid mean? And Ira popped up, and I was like, oh, hell no. This shit is real. Like, then people were like, oh, that's because you're poking around. You're doing that meditation stuff, so you open yourself up for it. Really? Maybe. Well, hell, I should have been done it then, because I fucking like this right now. But it scared me, and I started looking into it. Who is Ira, and who is all this Horus in them? Who is it? I've been born and raised in church. Okay, I gotta stress that. When I read that story, I was so upset. So then I started Googling over and over and over again, what story came first, damn it. I need to know which one's first, and how do we know it was first? Because you ain't going to tell me my Jesus didn't come first. You ain't going to tell me that story didn't come first. I was so upset, you guys. Because I always knew something was off about that church thing. It just didn't feel right. And I used to tell my mom, they're saying this and that, but I'm seeing this and this. And something's just not adding up. And she's like, you better stop that. You're going to go to hell. You're going to go to hell. Like, why do we get threatened all the time to go to hell? Like, why is that? How do we know hell is real? You know what I mean? Just always ask questions. So I searched and I searched. That is the same exact story, you guys. And it bothered me because it's copycat. So is Jesus really Horus? I mean, is Horus really Jesus? So I started thinking that. I went through a season of darkness because I didn't want to pray to Jesus no more. I did not want to pray to Jesus, you guys. I felt like it was a copycat story, you know. I did not understand how Moses was taken in by the Pharaoh, the Egypt people, and see, so that was their tradition. You know what I'm saying? That it was engraved in the pyramids. You know what I mean? This is tradition they followed. Then he went back because, you know, he found out that the slaves was his people. He goes back and he was like, I'm going to bring us a Messiah. And he creates this story. And it is copycat. It's copycat, you guys. And then I started digging some more and learned that Jesus studied in India under one of those spiritual teachers. And I'm like, oh, no. He meditated and everything. But I do recall, like, when I would read the word, I'm like, he always would tell people, like, it's your faith that healed you. Like, I don't feel like he was trying to, like, be the person that everybody was trying to make him. So, I don't know, man. But then I learned, oh my God, it was written. So, these little books of Bible was written hundreds of years after it happened. Like, none of them was alive when it was written. I'm like, oh, see, I ain't feeling this, you know. But I went through this awakening process of now I started questioning shit, right? And it was like a darkness though that came because I always would, like, if something happened in life, even though it really didn't fix shit, it just brought comfort to me. Just calling on Jesus was good enough for me. It brought comfort, man, because I had been psychologically brainwashed to the blood of Jesus. It makes it all right again. And it just brought comfort to my heart, you guys, and my mind, even though shit was still fucked up. My mom got cancer and got sick. I remember she threw that Bible clear across the room. She said, this shit ain't even real. And I wish she was alive today because I could tell you, you're damn right it ain't. You're damn right it ain't. It's your thoughts. It's your thoughts that heal you. Your thoughts is what makes you sick. Your thoughts keep you sick. If you keep thinking negative shit, your body can't heal. That's why he said it's your faith. It is your faith. Let me turn this off, you guys. It is your faith that heals you. What do you believe? Do you believe that you're going to get better, or do you believe you're going to stay sick? Do you believe you can't heal? Another thing they would say is in God's timing. Oh, this is one I really despise. Well, he said he only put on me what my what I can bear, and he never put too much on my plate. So you are justifying the bullshit you going through that you probably created your damn self by your thoughts. I had to learn all this though. It was a process, and that's when we talk about the spiritual awakening. We're not talking about you seeing a light beam, you seeing an extraterrestrial. We're talking about you finally fucking waking up and realizing that shit was made up, bruh. And the truth, it was right in our face, and it was fucking hidden. It was not hidden, but it was. And they gave us this fabricated story to keep us enslaved, to keep us disconnected. So it started something, but it did not have the impact. No, it had the impact, but it didn't. It's a process. And they understand because let me tell you something. We've been conditioned. Even the light workers, even the empaths, even the ones that are highly gifted, it don't matter. They gonna be more gentle with us than they are, people that aren't, spiritually, gifted or whatever. I feel like everybody's spiritually gifted, but everybody have different abilities. Some are more aggressive than others. Let's fast forward. Now, 2017, I start to go through this bullshit. My son's father decides he want to go do some hurtful shit and try to break my soul. You know what I mean? Which he did. He didn't break it, but he put a dent in it. He put a dent in my heart. I hate even putting that on the video, giving him that much credit, because he's suffering now. Karma's a motherfucker. Woo! That shit came back, slapped him all upside down his head. I love it. He went married somebody else. They getting divorced now, but that's neither here or there. I don't laugh at nobody's pain, baby. Nobody's pain. My heart go out to that woman and them children, because I knew she thought she took something from me. Oh, you did. You took a damn headache. A pain in the ass is what you took. You know what I mean? You thank you. But anywho, it hurt me the way they went about it. That was just nasty. It was nasty to my son. It was nasty. I don't care about me. But my son ain't seen his dad since it happened. Like, he been out of my son's life the whole time. 5, 6 years. That's crazy, y'all, to abandon your child like that. So it caused a lot of heartache. My son will wake up crying for his dad. Like, just, I had a dream about my dad. You know, he's a teenager. And I'm like, let the feelings out. Because otherwise you're going to, you know what I mean? Make yourself sick. Dealing with that caused me so much pain, so much grief. So I started to self-medicate. I started to disconnect. I started hating myself. I blamed myself that he didn't want to be a part of my son's life. Fast forward 3 years of mad suffering. I get in a car accident, man, all kind of shit happened. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you begin to spiral out of control like that, when your thoughts just start to get negative, like, and you turn against your own self, and you start hating yourself, you start blaming yourself for things that are happening, baby, let me tell you, you're going to attract every negative thing in this world is going to come to you. I got sick, all kind of shit happened. I was at the end of my rope. It was pure darkness. Man, I had demons walking around in my house, shadow people. It got that bad. It got that bad. I had shadow people back in my house, and I had got rid of them a long time ago, and they were back. So I say about 2 months before September, October 2020, I started crying out. I mean, crying out from the pit of my soul, you guys. Crying out loud to the creator, to the creator, to the creator. Nah, I ain't doing that Bible stuff. I said, who is responsible for me? Where did I come from? I don't know, but I'm calling out to you. And I cried, you guys. I mean, I played every tearjerker damn song that could stir that shit up, you know what I mean? That could get that river to flow. You know, it was a sincere heart. You understand what I'm saying? And the longer that I felt it wasn't coming, none was happening. But I was purging, and I realized I was purging because I had hurt so long. You know, you cry. It's two different cries. You got the cry, the self-pity cry. Oh, my life, you know, you don't know what I've been through. Then you got that. I can't help me cry like that. Everything is coming out type of cry. You know what I mean? It's redeeming. It's setting you free type of cry. So that went on for weeks, but I felt a relief. I felt a release. So I let it go. I let it be. I did not know. Oh, they heard me. They heard that cry. And that is when November the 3rd, 2020, is when we had the first encounter with the extraterrestrial. They started coming. And my God, so many of them came. So many of them. And listen, they're not all bad. I'm just here to say that. I don't. But what blew my mind is, like, once I got past the shock and all that shit, the messages I was getting. Light your light and to protect yourself. But I realized, yeah, there's got to be dark forces, because I was out here getting beat up. Like, people are using me, and all I wanted. Wow, that was weird. That the wind just said. Okay, but anyways, you know, just I've seen like demons. I've seen things in people's face. Man, I've seen people shapeshift, their eyes, all that. Like, I didn't see some shit, y'all. So I was listening, you know what I mean? And I didn't understand everything at the time, And then I went through this thing of anxiety because I was seeing so much. And then, let me tell y'all real quick, and then I'm going to wrap this up. It's one thing to see it, because you see it for that moment and then it's gone. But when you catch that shit on camera, oh my God. And I mean, your ass can keep going back to it and watching it. But no, fuck all that. I'm trying to edit a video and get it up. And it's the next night, because I didn't stay up all night, so I had to get some sleep. The camera going off again. Oh, I couldn't catch a break. I couldn't catch. And so that's what really weighed me down. They were just here. And it was every night. So when I say I got a lot of footage, I'm not talking about one night, you guys. No, I have footage of months, of days, weeks, of months and months. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit. So it was just a lot. And then, hold on, I had to do the undoing process, unbecoming everything that had been poured into me, that society had created, my mother's created, and that I molded and put together, and the final results, all that had to become undone. So yeah, you do kind of like lose your mind in the process. You do. Your foundation is torn. It's ripped from underneath your feet. Like, oh, that's gone. That's gone. But source, the creator, is real. So you hold on to that. Honey, when I tell you the love, that unconditional love that you will feel, it is, I used to feel good in church, hallelujah, hallelujah. Ain't nothing like this. It is that 1,000 times fold, multiplied. It is probably more than that. It is deep. It is deep. Do you understand? There's like spiritual orgasms. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed when I had the first one. I didn't understand it. I was like, oh God, they're gonna think I'm disgusting. What? I didn't do that. Like it. What? Oh God. I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Please tell me you do. Look. And if you don't, look it up. And yeah. So like I said, just sharing a lot of stuff with my son, and he was validating everything. He was like, Mom, you're not crazy. And I'm like, how do you know all of this? Why don't I? It was like, because you went to 7th grade, Mom, and you ain't learned nothing since, you got the things you like. But I'm like, yeah, I need to start learning. But I am learning through them. You understand what I'm saying? For me to even know what I know, and my son is validating everything, can't nobody tell me nothing different. I don't care if it takes me a while to learn it. I'd rather learn it from them, because I know it's real, it's authentic, it's true. I don't have to worry about somebody being under the influence of a different spirit, a different source. You understand what I'm saying? False light. You get what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm done with that. I won't do it anymore. I will never be manipulated again by false light. Never. You guys, it's just been a hell of a ride, man. But I know I started off talking about these Stargates because I got a huge download, and I'm so tired. I really need to get some rest, and I want to get these videos up. I want to make the videos. I know when they tell me the information, I'm supposed to post it that day. Because it's happening. It's happening. It's not months out. You know what I mean? And I want to post it before it gets anywhere. And I don't want anybody thinking I'm looking stuff up or looking into things. So some things I might let slide because I'm like, it's already out. California, I caught that one. I told y'all there was about to be some shit in California. There's going to be some things with the water. But it ain't just the water, man. Some shit moving in that water. It's going to come out. The mountain. No, there's a mountain. I got it written down, and Mojave Desert. Oh God, I got it written down. So anyways, I really didn't know. I know that there are some creatures coming up from the water, but when I got the download the other day, it's the Stargates and the portals. So that's why they're giving me these places. It's so awesome. They gave me the missing piece, and they're pinpointing for me. Like, there's going to be signs. So I'm able to tell you guys that, like, there's certain places going to have a bad smell. It's going to affect the damn wildlife. The birds are going to start acting crazy, misbehaving. People want to see lights in the sky. I got some names. I got some places. And it's good that we know, but at the end of the day, we got to prepare. Because I don't think they're telling me this like this is us. No, that's not them. There's other shit coming through that. There's things coming through them stargates and portals, baby. That ain't them. They got their own shit. Like, come on now. That's why it is so important right now, y'all. Do everything in your power to keep your vibration up. I get it. My store. I got a little store. Everything handmade. Everything. Besides my crystals. I've been collecting them, but, you know. Highly charged. They will assist you. I promise you. And I got some stuff that I didn't wrote that I'm telling you guys. I'm going to get it up. I'm going to do little sets, a whole little box of stuff. I got you. Now, if you want to go somewhere else, hey, order somewhere else. I don't care. That's on you, baby. That's on you. But I'm saying, do everything in your power to keep. Man, I burn sage all day, incense all day, candles all day, singing bowl, pew, every half an hour, pew. Get that vibration up. Get the high frequency music playing in the background. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing. Like, and I got teenage boys. You get what I'm saying? So I really need to, let me walk through the room and that shit don't feel right. Oh no. So out here right now. I need to sage you down. You've been on that phone too long. Who you talking to up back there being, horny and all that? I don't got time for that. Like, you're messing up the energy in my house. But, they know what it is. They know what I've gone through and how it's affected me. And this is life now. This is what it is. I wouldn't change it, and I wouldn't trade it for $1 million. You couldn't do it. And if you give me $1 million, I'm going to go buy my land, and I'm going to build a little community, and I'm going to bring my soul tribe home. Oh, but I will. And we're going to live off that land together, and we're going to manifest together, and we're going to live good, and we're going to help the rest of the people. That's how I would do it. But that's a dream, and it's going to come true. It's going to happen. But I love you guys. I'm going to get this posted. I got more. I just wanted to get on here, jump on here, and talk for a little bit. Share a little bit. It's powerful, guys. It's happened. It's begun. It's begun. It is really going down, you guys. Manifest. Get that energy up. Positive thoughts. Man, forgive. Let it all go. Step into love. What are you doing? What you waiting on? Love. One love. Peace.